Now, seizing the opportunities. What are we doing at Testa Capital Group to seize the opportunities? Well, we talked about bulk. The bulk market, wholesale market, or sub-wholesale market has a tremendous historically high level of inventory. We looked at that, this backlog. And there is substantial capital required, unlike a onesie-twosie investor who buys at the courthouse steps. You need to have a much larger amount of capital, which limits the buyer base. But on the other hand, on the wholesale and retail side listed through the MLS, there's a low supply, high demand, which increases the buyer base. So what we're doing is buying sub-wholesale and reintegrating wholesale and retail. Now here is what we call our Residential Reinvestment Program. And what we're doing is we're revitalizing neighborhoods and enhancing communities. We're doing this by creating liquidity for banks when we buy homes, REOs or short sales. We're creating jobs, 21 jobs in 12 trades typically on every home that we renovate, investment vehicles for private investors, renovated homes for both purchase and for lease, and we're stabilizing housing when we reintegrate these properties. Now, to accomplish this, we've received a permit from the California Department of Corporations for a $100 million fund that can participate in three primary areas in this marketplace. The first is we can renovate, buy, and hold renovated homes. And these create cash flow, tax benefits, diversification, and appreciation. The other area is the area we talked about buying bulk and wholesale. We're buying and selling REOs and short sales individually and in bulk for immediate resale to both wholesale investors and to owner-occupants through the MLS. And finally, we can fund short-term high-yield loans to facilitate these other two areas of investment. Now in Orange County, we've been participating in this marketplace for the last 5 years. And since 2007 when the market started to crumble. And what we've done is we've taken some before and afters, and I wanted to kind of explain what's happened to these neighborhoods. This particular home, for example, sat vacant for 1 year. Squatters, rodents, sandbags in the driveway. The owner literally went to Home Depot, he backed up a truck, and he removed the pavers from the driveway one by one and returned them to Home Depot along with the vinyl windows and the appliances. So the neighbors were very, very concerned, to say the least. This obviously is the after. Now what we've noticed when we come into these communities is people are initially a little bit suspect of an investor who comes in after this house may have been sitting for a year or so. And there are several of these still out in the marketplace. And the condition on many of this shadow inventory is getting worse due to occupant abusers. Now, they initially are suspect, and then they get to know us. Before you know it, they're bringing cookies and treats to the construction crews because they see real progress on the home. And they really, I think, all of a sudden realize that this neighborhood is going to start this transformation. They feel like for the first time in years, somebody is doing something good and putting some money back into the neighborhood. All of a sudden, prices start to stabilize, and we see people start to take pride of ownership back into their own home, and they start doing their own lawns and painting and so forth, and doing their landscape, and it just creates a great curb appeal, but also a higher pride of ownership. Now finally, let's take a look one more time at our summary screen. We are buying at, near, and below replacement cost in this house acquisition window. We're achieving tremendous rental income during the holding period. We have an expansion cycle to appreciate our assets, our houses that we buy, and we have a built-in exit strategy with 81 million buyers. We're able to buy wholesale and sub-wholesale and reintegrate it into the marketplace through the MLS and help stabilize communities. At this point, I would like to thank you for taking the time to watch this presentation. I would like to invite you to visit our website at testacapitalgroup.com, and please feel free to email me with any questions at testa@testacapitalgroup.com. Thank you again for watching, and the best of luck in your real estate endeavors. Thank you.